Hello everyone, welcome again in Eng-Man YouTube channel. So in this video, we will continue our learning on reservoir engineering. And today's topic is about material balance calculation. And we have so many cases of material balance, but in today's specific video, we are going to talk about volumetric oil reservoir in undersaturated condition. So we are calculating the condition above the bubble point pressure. All right, so now this is the data that we have. Let's jump in directly into the data itself. So let's say we have unknown or something oil reservoir, all right, and then we know based on volumetric calculation, the geological computation, the in place, original oil in place is 293 mmstb. And then we also know the initial reservoir pressure to be 3,685 psi. Initial water saturation, 24%. And we also know that the bubble point pressure is 1500. So now our initial pressure is well above the bubble point. And then we also know based on laboratory measurement that the water formation volume factor is 1, and water compressibility we know, and also the rock compressibility, CF, we know. And then we also compile the production data and the pressure data, and this is the data that we have. We know the average pressure, and we also know the number of wells, the well stock, and we also know the oil formation volume factor as a function of pressure here. So we know the historical oil formation volume factor, and this is the cumulative oil production as well as the cumulative water production. And again, it's very important to consider or remember or to note that this is a volumetric reservoir. At least that's the first assumption. All right. And then we are asked to estimate the initial oil in place based on material balance calculation. All right. So we will later on compare the oil in place based on material balance, compare it with the volumetric calculation from geological computation. All right, so that's the case that we have, and let's jump into the strategy to analyze this situation. I already done the computation, but I will go through, or I will redo everything here. But let's talk a little bit about the strategy. All right, so now we need to first calculate the initial water and rock expansion term. Okay, this is volumetric reservoir, undersaturated reservoir, right? So we are not talking about mainly gas, no. So in that case, this value, all right, the initial water and rock expansion becomes significant, and that's why we need to calculate it instead of neglect it. All right, and long story short, based on the calculation, the material balance formula, you rearrange here and there, you get this EFW. All right, 1 plus M BOI, and then something here multiplied by delta pressure. But we know that we don't have any gas cap, so we can cross out the M here. And then we also know, or we need to calculate also the delta pressure. So it should be initial pressure minus the average reservoir pressure in time. And then we need to construct the material balance table like this. I will go through, I will redo everything here. And then using the value or results that we have, we just need to create plot like this. Okay, we will plot the F, the withdrawal against these expansion terms. And then from the slope of the correlation that we have, we will get the original oil in place based on material balance calculation. All right, and that's the thing. So now let's redo everything, okay? So I will erase everything here. Okay, so I have nothing on my plot. Okay, it's going to be very easy. So now let's first calculate the F.